My name is Des, and I just completed my first HYROX. You know the vibes, it's Des here,
Sandile.
and we're participating in HYROX 2026, man. How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good. 3 weeks of training, it was worth it. Our time in training was good, so yeah, let's see what we can do.
NBA, block 'em out of the phone. I'm breaking hearts and I put 'em in chrome. Swiping, no swiping. Feeling the trust type of shit that I'm on. I might go Vince and skeleton bone. You know what like me get cold. Icing out everything I own. Came from the bottom to bottom. I brought my twin with me just like feeling Leo. These watch me on replay, just like it's a real. You know I stay real. I give a fuck how you feel. I might go yellow or black on Margiela. I cut through the paper, I'm killing the bill. Retro.
That video is courtesy of my boy Taps, aka Goon Tippy on the socials. But yeah, what a chaotic morning it was before the race. They say failing to plan is planning to fail, and by that metric, oh brother. But no, man, the previous evening was the Champions League final, and I didn't get the chance to, get all my stuff ready the previous evening as I would have imagined. I had to just watch the game with my boys. But regardless, the morning of it, me and my mom left a little bit early because she's the early bird of the house. And on our way there, we realized that I didn't have two key things. Number one, the insoles of the shoes I was wearing on the race. And then number two, my bag with my pre-workout and my towel and all the other smaller essentials. We called my dad and my brother to bring these items when they were to follow, and we realized they weren't going to make it on time, right? So I just decided, you know what, we're here now. No excuses. The show must go on. So then after that, I went into the registration hall to register. And when I tell you, I looked at that line and I was like, oh my gosh. Like, that line was diabolical. Like, it was honestly crazy. So I went to one of the ladies who was ushering everybody, and I asked her, like, please, my race is in 20 minutes. Is there anything we can do to just speed up this process? And she then snuck me to the front of the line. I got my stuff and I went off to warm up. And my boy actually also made it right on time as I was getting my stuff, because he was slightly later than me. And yeah, that was sorted. So we went to the warm-up area, pretty decent spot, but I didn't get a chance to film any footage there because it's reserved for the competitors only. But regardless, afterwards, we then got called up for our heat. And then when we were in the Red Bull tunnel, I swear on my life, the adrenaline spike that you get because of the ambience, the music, the announcing voice that you hear, is just like robotic 3, 2, 1 sort of voice. Like, you're just like, oh my gosh. So we're in there, we're hyped up, everyone's clapping, everyone's like, yeah, let's go. And yeah, we are let off. But then me and my boy Sandile were very conservative for the first lap because we didn't want to overcook it. So we took that pretty easy. And the first few stations were quite decent. The ski erg, I probably did a little bit too much on that. But regardless, yeah, cool. The sled push was tough. When I tell you, that was my best exercise in prep. But then at HYROX itself, I struggled so much with that. Like, I felt it. And I think that's just because at the gym, that carpet is worn out, so it's sliding like butter. But then at HYROX, like, the friction is crazy. So regardless, we went to the sled pull and my boy did that so easily. I probably struggled a little bit more for that, but we went to the next station, burpees. I think I flew through that. That was like probably one of my stronger ones. Then the second half is where the problems started coming. So by lap 5 for the 1 kilometer run, I then started feeling my right hamstring. I got a cramp. But regardless, I went to the medic. He gave me some deep freeze, and then I continued on. And then the next lap, that's when I started feeling my right hamstring and my right calf. And I'm like, "Phew, this is gonna be long." But shout out to Sandile, because he then helped out by just reducing the load, by taking the brunt of some of the exercises that we had to do, like the farmer carry. He did that a little bit further, and then also the lunges, he probably did maybe about like 60 to 65% of the entire amount that we had to do. So yeah, thanks bro, I would have died. But yeah, going into the last lap of running, that's where my left side, my right side, everything started cramping, and I think it was just about getting to the end at that point. And fortunately we made it, but that lap was so slow. I think we went as slow as like 10 minutes per kilometer, because yeah, I was holding us back in that regard. But yeah, the last exercise that we had to do was the what do they call it? My mind just went blank. Wall balls. Yes, it was the wall balls. With those, we kept on getting a lot of no reps. Like, I swear on my life, our form seemed fine. But I guess the judge we got was a bit harsh. I don't know. But she just kept saying, no rep, no rep, no rep. In total, I think we probably did like 160 wall balls. Just on the amount that we had to redo. It was honestly insane. And at some point, like, me and my boy respectively just like handed the ball to each other, like, you finish it bro, like, you finish it, because it just got so frustrating. But eventually we got to the end, and yeah, it was such a satisfying feeling finishing. I think we probably would have wanted to get a quicker time, but then for the first time, getting an hour 39 minutes isn't too bad. So we took it, and with all the issues and problems aside, I think it was a really solid effort, and I'll definitely do it again. I think if I was to do it again, and I guess a tip that I'll give anybody who is looking to do it is to prioritize the running. The running is what kills you. Because as I always said to everybody, HYROX isn't necessarily for lifters who run, but it's for runners who lift. So yeah, by that metric, my running was nowhere near enough to go into that. But yeah, we pushed regardless, and especially with the week that I didn't get to do any sort of training at all, I felt that. But hey, no excuses. We'll go again. And thank you so much for coming along the journey with me. You'll probably expect more content, not this month, but July. Still trying to figure out what direction I want to head with this channel, but I think this was a cool way to just introduce myself and to start us off. So thank you, and stick along for the journey. Cheers.